What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Tiff with the T, and I'm back with another video. If this is your first time here, welcome. I hope that you like it here and that you will consider subscribing to the channel. Make sure at some point in this video you leave me a comment down below. It really helps my channel, and thanks to the internet, we can all be a part of the conversation. I definitely want to hear what you guys have to say. Give me a thumbs up if you're feeling generous, and let's just jump straight into this video.
I don't know why I'm still single and I'm 33. I have no kids. I have a bachelor's degree.
You don't know why you're still single? You're 30. What do you do for a living?
I told you I work for the federal government.
Federal government. Okay. All right.
You're not listening to
No, I'm listening, but I trust me, I got 15 things going on at one time, so you're good. But if you asked your ex, what was it like being with you? What did he say? Dating you is what?
He said that, I'm too controlling because Instagram, he would like photos of other girls and then we would get into a fight about that. So
You would get upset because of stuff that he was doing on Instagram?
yeah,
Why did you know?
because I would see it.
How? How?
How? It's on. What do you mean?
How? It's on his phone. Right, but why are you... Okay, so you went looking at his Instagram. Why?
Because we're in a relationship.
What does that mean? You're in a relationship. You're in a relationship, fine.
I think transparency is really important, and I think that if you accept
You think what's really important?
transparency.
Transparency, that's bullshit. It's not transparency, you're nosy. Did he have access to your Instagram?
I mean, he can see whatever I do. I don't do anything on.
So if you hadn't seen his Instagram, would you guys still be together?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I mean, we were long distance. Long distance is hard.
That's not what I asked. I said, if you hadn't seen his Instagram, would you still be together? Hold on just a second. I gotta grab something. Now I want you to think about that. If you hadn't seen his Instagram, would you still be together? Yeah, this is a janky broadcast, people. We're gonna have to get through it though. Where's that other damn cable? There it is. You can answer the question. I can hear you. If you hadn't seen his Instagram, would you still be together?
It caused a lot of fights, so possibly.
Possibly?
I mean, there's just more to it. It's not.
Well, my thing, okay, so you guys are long distance and you would check his Instagram. You didn't have to check his Instagram though, right?
You guys, this is actually a conversation that I have had in my own household. I'm curious to know what you guys think about this. Do you feel like checking somebody else's Instagram is okay? For those of you who don't have an Instagram and don't know how it works, in order for her to see this information, she would have had to go to his page, see who he follows, click on the people that he follows individually, and see if he's liking any of their photos. So do you think that that's completely crazy and that's crossing a line? That's a violation of privacy? Do you think that she had a right to do that? I'm definitely curious because people have different perspectives about this. So let me know down below and let's continue.
I mean, I would see something. It's not like I checked it. It would come up and then I would see it.
Right, but my point is, okay, so, all right, here's a school of thought.
First of all, she's lying because that's not how it works. It doesn't just come up that he likes photos. That doesn't come up. There used to be a feature on Instagram that they got rid of a couple years ago where you would get a notification every time someone that you follow would like something, you would be notified of it. However, they've since removed that feature And you have to, like I said, go into individual people that they follow to see whether or not they like their photos. And you have to go pretty deep into it because you have to look at individual photos.
Didn't go looking for stuff, would you find it?
No, I understand that.
Do you?
I think that is my problem why I'm single, because I think you're right. I think I find something wrong and then I'll like quickly cut it off.
Right. So, what man could do anything about that? If you go looking for a problem, you're going to find one. And if there's not one there,
Like there's like basic like
if there's not one there, you'll make one.
yeah, but there's like basic things of respect, like you don't like an ex's photo that you slept with when you're in a relationship. Like
What is that? No. You tell me what that means, though. He liked an ex's photo.
what do you mean it sends the wrong message to that person?
No, that's what it says to you.
Again, what do you guys think about this? I think it's actually inappropriate for you to, I mean, if you like a photo of an ex every now and again, maybe once every blue moon, but if it's every photo that they post, it's like you're keeping tabs on them and you're letting them know like, hey, I see you. Hey, you look good. That's what a like means to me, especially if it's consistently like with every photo. But call me crazy. I might just need a straitjacket just like this lady. I'm not sure. But let me know what you think.
I think all women take that.
No, we're talking about you. We're talking about you and your ability. So you can only control, you ascribe meaning to something. What did it mean that he liked an ex's photo?
It means that you're sending a message to her.
That's not what it meant. That's what you say it meant. Is that ex in the same city? Does that ex have another man? What difference does it make? So if he had an ex who was a movie star or a singer, he couldn't go watch their movies. He couldn't go listen to their music. He's got to write them off.
But that's not the case.
But that's not the well. First off, you're not his wife. So him liking something. Do you want somebody to control you that tight? Did he cheat on you?
I don't think so.
So what the fuck's the point? You tank a relationship because he liked the photograph of an ex of his.
I mean, like I said, there's more to it, but yeah, I think that when you express something to your partner, like, hey, this bothers me, then they should respect that, or they should not do it again. If you're like, this is something that is a deal breaker for me, or this is something.
No, they should leave you. They should leave you. They should leave you. They should leave you because that's too damn controlling. Nobody has to put up with that. It's a grown damn man. He liked the photograph. It's a click of a button. Do you even know? Look.
But hold on, but it's like a picture of like a girl in a bikini.
So he likes titties. He likes boobs. So what? Why are you so insecure? Why are you so insecure?
But what if you know that person still likes you? Why would you?
So what? Why are you so insecure?
I just feel like it's just a respect factor.
Okay, well, you can, hey, ma'am, you can be right. How about that? You're right. You're right. It's disrespectful. He liked the photograph of a woman he used to kick it with. So what? Does it feel better to be alone than right?
Honestly, I think it will come along. Like,
No. See, that's what I always find interesting with you ladies. Is you never look at your behavior. You always want to put it off to someone else, and then you think in the future the right person will come along. Who is that? The person that will do what you tell them?
No, the person that will respect you if you tell them that this bothers me, and then like they'll.
But why does it bother you? But okay, it bothers you.
Okay, to be fair, if this guy happened to see, or by investigation, like she did, if he happened to find out that she was consistently liking her ex's photos, he would feel some type of way. He would feel like, okay, first of all, why are you still following him? Do you guys still have a thing? I think that this probably depends on the level of your relationship. If you're still getting to know each other, there's some things that are sensitive. And once you get past a certain point and you kind of feel each other out and know how the other one moves, you won't be so insecure about that kind of stuff. But if you've only been together for a short period of time and you tell someone, hey, this bothers me when you do that, and they continue to do that, it tears down the trust. So I can kind of see where she's coming from in that regard. But I can also see where Kevin is coming from and is saying that she's insecure, because as a woman, you should be secure in yourself and nobody else should really be a threat. You should be confident that the person that you're with, they want to be with you. And if you're not confident, it's not necessarily on the other person all the time. You need to look within and figure out what's going on with you that's making you feel that way. What's making you want to control the other person.
Ma'am, it's not like he was bringing it into the house. You went looking for it.
I don't know. I think if you tell someone.
No. I need to, ma'am, I know how Instagram, no, listen. I know how Instagram works. On his Instagram, it doesn't tell you he liked a picture on another feed. You sound crazy.
I'm laughing because I understand what you're saying, but I'm telling you that.
No, I need you to stop. I need you to stop trying to be right. See, imagine if you lived in this world. See, imagine if you lived in the sane world where your boyfriend, you didn't stalk his Instagram. You just happened to have a fucking life and we're secure. And you didn't go check what he did or did not do anywhere else. Okay, just I know crazy world. You just didn't. Then you wouldn't know about it. And if you didn't know about it, you wouldn't have any kind of feelings about it. Then you wouldn't have to do anything about it. Then when you talk to him, you guys could talk about other stuff other than things you went looking for. Because, ma'am, this is a pattern of behavior. You'll find problems. And here's the thing, ma'am, you'll be right. And there'll be plenty of women that'll be like, that's right, he shouldn't have liked an ex's photograph. But they're not going to ask you, how did you know?
Okay, so can I ask you a question? If that is like just small, don't you think that later on it can turn into something bigger? If you just ignore something like that?
No.
I don't think Kevin is being 100%. I think there is a potential for something to happen, but the chances, just because he's liking the photos, I don't know how great of a chance it would be that he's actually going to go to the level of cheating on the girl. But for him to say, no, I don't think so, I don't know. It depends on the guy, right?
You're catastrophizing. Like most loner women. I'll stop it now. You know what happens? It's one thing that turned into you being single. And if you can't get, and I want you to understand something. As a woman who lives in Miami, you make over 6 figures, right? Mm-hmm. And you're 33? Mm-hmm. Ma'am, if you can't deal with your boyfriend liking a picture of an ex, you're not equipped to deal with life. Real shit happens in life. Babies die, diseases, deaths, real shit.
No, I had a really
I don't. But okay. But that's not what we're here for. We're talking about real stuff happens in life and with somebody. And in order to have a life worth living, you gotta get over some shit.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure if that's the reason why I'm single, because of that aspect, or is it like because my dad passed away when I was 3 and I didn't have a father figure. But I don't know.
What? Why did she just throw that in there that her dad passed away when she was 3? Like, girl, why are you blaming your problems? Never mind.
But I am on this live because I am like willing to hear your advice and be.
Well, if you have to interview your exes, what is it like to? Well, they would say being with you is blank. Fill in the blank.
I think they did feel like I was controlling. They said I was sensitive.
Right. Who wants to? So is it a pleasure to be with you?
Like, we still have really.
No. I asked a specific question. Let me give you a different. Is it peaceful to be with you?
At times.
No, not at times, ma'am. Not at times. Is it peaceful to be around somebody who is controlling and overly sensitive?
No.
Then there you are. Would you like to work for someone who was controlling and overly sensitive and then have your future and your income attached to that person?
Yeah.
You would?
No, I'm saying, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Interview your exes. Because, well, I mean, I need you to. Okay, so you told him that he looked at the photograph, but what did you do? I mean, because we heard about what he did. What did you do that was wrong?
That's what I called him out at, and then he said that up to.
No, okay, I got it. No, I got it. That's what you responded. What did you do to him? Not that incident. What did you do in the relationship that was bad?
Just the controlling part.
So give me an instance where he was upset with you at something you did.
He's upset with me when I'm controlling. He gets upset when I'm controlling. That's what we.
But you're controlling in reaction to something he did.
Correct.
That still makes you the victim. Show me where you're the aggressor, where you're the one that initiates it.
I mean, typically it's always like a response.
See, you can't make it up, people. Ma'am, you did exactly, you walked right into the trap. So everything is fine. You're perfect. You just react to what's done to you.
No.
I get it. I know that's not the truth, but I'm asking you to be. No. I'm asking you to be self-aware enough to know what your faults are. It's Thursday and things are going just fine. Then you do this or that, and something happened. Not you react. Not you respond.
The answer is it's Thursday, everything is going just fine, and I go through his phone. Or I overthink why he's late coming back from such and such. Or I read into something that he said and I make a big deal out of it. Maybe we're watching TV and he makes a certain face at a woman, and then all of a sudden we're having a fight about it. That's what she should say, because I know her type, because it's a little too close to home. Did I say that? Yeah.
Right, so I'll bring up something like, hey, why did you follow this on Instagram?
But that's still you're responding to something he did. See, what I'm trying to show you, ma'am, is you're not even self-aware. You're not even self-aware enough to know. Either you're not self-aware or you're saying you don't do anything. No. Either you.
I do. I'm telling you, I'm really controlling that.
Stop. But that doesn't give me an example of anything, ma'am.
Okay.
See how you can keep telling me examples of what he does? Tell me what you do that he doesn't initiate. He's just sitting there being himself. And why I'm doing this, folks, is because women are never asked to be self-aware. Women are never really asked to see what they do. It's always, well, I'm this way because this happened. I'm that way because my dad wasn't here. I'm this way. It's all, listen. I'm talking to you and I'm talking to the audience. What did you initiate? Or are you saying that you really never initiate anything? It's just you're responding.
Honestly, I also have a double psychology sociology degree, and I'm literally trying, what do I do that is wrong? And the only thing I can do is react to something that he's already, but I'm admitting that I'm overreacting. But I don't know when I would just initiate out of nowhere. It's typically an overreaction to a response.
So use all that stuff you just told us you are, your double psychology and all that. If somebody was sitting in your chair saying, you know what, in relationships, I just react to what they do. I really don't initiate anything. Would you think that makes any practical, any sense?
I initiate by looking on social media, I guess. Without
No. Maybe just sometimes you're just a bitch without him doing anything. See, the way you've set this up, go back and listen to what I've asked. It's been very clear, and it's to the point to where it's like, well, whatever I do, it's a reaction to something else. I'm asking where you're the first domino. You're not responding to something, you're not responding to a stimuli. No, you were the stimulus. And what I want you to understand is you're 33 years old, man. You're 33 years old. In any relationship, this is guys, they don't, and I'm trying to show people that, ladies, y'all don't ever look at yourselves as being the instigator. You're always the victim. Is that practical? Is that logical?
She don't know what to do with herself. She don't know how to respond. She's just flipping her hair around. She's like, man, I can't figure this one out. She is really cracking her brain trying to figure out what he means by you're the instigator. And I don't think that I 100% get it either, because I feel like going through somebody's phone is being the instigator. If you never went through the phone, you would never find anything. Sometimes you find something and it's like, well, if you wouldn't have gone through the phone, then you wouldn't have found it. But at the same time, that person is in the wrong because it shouldn't have been there on the phone in the first place. However, sometimes if you're real crazy, you go through the phone and you won't see anything and you'll still find something to fight about.
Good question though, right?
I mean, I'm really trying to think this whole time, and I can't.
Well, but the thing is, you can't, but you can tell me what he does.
And I can tell you that for reasons wrong.
Say again?
I can tell you that I overreact to it.
But I got that. But I want to put a period there, and I want to start a new sentence. I want to start where you're the stimulus. How long were you with this person?
We were only together for 6 months, I want to say.
But in 6 months.
Or less. We even went.
But what I want you to see is there's a male and a female, an A and a B. And the way this is set up right now is B is responsive to what A does. B doesn't initiate. That makes B the victim. But that's not how relationships go. It's tennis. You do something to him too. And here's the thing. Why don't you go ask him? Why don't you ask the exes? Because if you don't know, fair. You know, when we're together, what did I do When was I the stimulus? Because if you don't know, I bet he does.
I asked him.
In the context of a relationship or in the context of when it's over?
No, all he said is you're controlling.
Well, but this is why you guys were together.
After we broke.
Okay. Well, ladies, I guess the ultimate point is you ladies need to understand what it's like to be with you. And I get it. You make money, you're educated, but this is why I tell women that none of that stuff matters to us. It matters how you show up in relationships. I asked you, is it peaceful being with you? No. Then what difference does it make that you have double majors in psychology and this and that and six figures and blah blah blah? What does any of that matter if you're not what men want? Peace. So you said you've been to therapy yourself?
Yeah, we went to couples therapy together.
No. I said you have been to therapy yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you understand? We all have issues. But do you understand your triggers?
No, I mean, I'm working with a life coach right now. But
you mentioned your father. Your father. Did your father die or did your father leave?
Yeah, he passed away when 31 from and I was 3.
Okay. So you have memories of him, but he didn't. Okay. Did your mother marry?
I was 3 years old. I don't have any memory.
Well, did your mother marry?
She got remarried to my dad, and he was not a good guy.
So if you had to say, this is my they did it right couple in public, who's your relational role model?
I would say like my aunt and uncle, but their relationship isn't that great, but we don't believe in divorce because we're like Christian Middle Eastern and my family just stays married even.
So I want you to listen to every time I ask you, okay, what about a public couple? I don't know your aunt, your uncle.
What would I say is a perfect?
No, a public couple. I said they did it right. A public couple. I didn't mean your aunt and your uncle because I can't know them. Do you have any couple that you can point to say, they did it right. I like my relationship to be what I know of them.
Really.
Okay. See, what you told me is.
I would say Denzel Washington and his wife, Dolly Parton and her husband, Faith Hill, Tim McGraw, Morris Chestnut and his wife. I think that those are all good examples of couples that are doing well. And I would aspire for my marriage to be somewhat like them. Even LeBron James and his wife. I mean, Beyonce and Jay-Z. These people, they have problems in their marriage. Of course, it's not perfect, but we never hear about what's going on in their lives, and that's the way a marriage should be. They keep it classy, they handle theirs, and they're still together and they're happy and trying to make it work every day. What more can you want in a marriage?
It's all negative. And today so many women can say what they don't want, but you can't tell me what you do want. What is the model of they did it right? So right now, even this conversation, it's negative, it's dark. And any decisions made in fear, scarcity, and lack reside in anxiety and stress. And man or woman, you bring all that to a relationship. So if you don't think relationships, or if you haven't seen relationships being good, you don't have anything to shoot for, it's all well, then how can anybody not fail with you?
Yeah. I'm working on that with my life coach. That's exactly kind of what we're.
Do you want children?
I do want children. That's something we talked about. I talked to I should freeze my eggs. I am great. Well, I just turned 33.
So, what's your longest relationship?
Like a year.
Was that Were you guys living in the same geography?
No, long as well.
Okay, so shout out to the ladies in the folks group. You've never had a real relationship.
Most of my relationships
Along,
were long distance from
then they're not real. They're not real because you're not close enough to relate.
I don't mean to offend anyone when I say this, but long distance relationships do not count. You are not around that person all the time. You can make up who you want to be on FaceTime, tell the person sweet nothings all day long, but until you are really dealing with that person face to face on a regular basis, you don't really know that person. Facts.
Enough to relate.
I mean, my sister got married from a long distance relationship.
It's okay. You can be right, ma'am.
Like, but I do think that it's not for me, and I do need someone in the same state. That is something I.
Okay. We were doing good until this is modern woman. I don't care if your sister got married. Relationships imply you're close enough to relate. I had a history of doing long distance relationships too because I had issues with being consistent. I had to deal with that because long distance relationships are not normal.
This is another rare moment where Kevin actually interjected a little bit of his personal life. I don't know if you caught that, but he did say he had an issue with long distance relationships too because he had a problem with being consistent. And it's very, very rare that he shares anything personal about himself. I feel like lately he's kind of let his guard down. He's trying to come off a little softer, which I appreciate his restraint. I appreciate that he's trying to relate a little more to the people. So yeah, I just wanted to take a moment to give the man his props.
You just have to be on for a few days. But when Tuesday happens every month, so we get back here because you talk about what you want. You're in Miami, a place that's arguably fake, youth driven, not really a place for relationships. How do you expect to find suitable potential mates there?
I told you I was moving.
Good. Well, I would tell you this, that, it's not uncommon today that people do these short-term relationships, long-distance things, but it is a hell of a lot different being with somebody consistently. And the reason I'm stressing this is because we spent a large part of our time talking about how you got upset over somebody liking a picture. How do you think you're going to interact trying to live with somebody 24/7? That's too much.
I really believe in living with each other before marriage.
I didn't say live before marriage, ma'am. I didn't put that in there. I just
But I
said,
think when you're married, you put up with you cope with a lot more because you have that marriage bond. So I think that you work through problems a lot.
ma'am, you
better.
can't even cope with a picture being liked.
Can I ask you, where do you suggest live, or for me to move to, since now I could live?
What do you care? What is your ethnicity or racial preference of a husband?
I usually African American men and Middle.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'2",
Dress size?
2 or 4.
Dallas, Atlanta. The competition is thick, but there are a lot of black men here. I wouldn't go to New York, LA, or Miami. Those are places I would not go.
I want Dallas before I moved here.
Dallas, I would say Houston, but Houston is high in finesse. Shout out to Houston. I've been saying that for the longest. Yeah. And possibly, strangely enough, Charlotte is moving up the rankings but I don't want to say Charlotte for sure. And then possibly DC.
I'm
Huh?
I'm from DC.
But I said possibly. I'm saying Charlotte and DC is possible. I got to do more scouting there. But just from what I know, Dallas. Dallas would be a viable alternative.
I think
Huh?
I think you're right. That's what I was considering, and I just wanted your opinion on that.
Have a good one.
Okay, if you made it this far, thank you so much. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up on your way out and leave me a comment. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.